NBA totals for Wednesday, November 23rd. Don't forget to check out SBR for all the sportsbook reviews, all the sign up bonuses, all the numbers we have there, everything we got going on there at the website. Be sure to check it out. Also, check out the sportsbooks that you want to avoid. All right, let's go ahead. We got some NBA totals here, our NBA segment. Don't forget, we got our NCAA basketball segment out there. That's also on our YouTube channel at SBR for people who've asked me, where to find that NCAA basketball total segment. And we're doing okay on that one. NBA, we're still kind of up and down. Let's see if we can go ahead and just try to get on a roll here. Let's talk about today's games. I got 4 on the card for today. It's a huge day of basketball because tomorrow's a day off. I mean, everybody's playing. So let's see what we got here. First one up we got is Memphis and Philadelphia, 196 set by odds makers. I'm going to go under the total here. Both these teams are actually on a little bit of a winning streak. Yes, the Philadelphia 76ers, a little bit of a winning streak. Memphis is averaging 97.4 points per game. I was really impressed with how they beat Charlotte the other night, by the way. Philadelphia, they're averaging 98 points per game. Now, Philadelphia, they're allowing 107 points per game. That's terrible. Memphis, they've been great. 96.5. That ranks second in the NBA. That's more of what we're used to with the Memphis Grizzlies. So what I like the under in this matchup is, first of all, I think Memphis is going to absolutely put the clamps down on Philadelphia. When they've played teams that go at not a very quick pace and aren't very good shooting teams, they just absolutely shut them down. I mean, let's look at a couple games here from Memphis, 3 of them that kind of remind me of the same matchup with Philadelphia. Versus Minnesota, they allowed 71 points. Versus Dallas, they allowed 64. Dallas is really struggling. And then against Utah was also a low-scoring affair, but it ended up at 198, so right around that same number. That's the type of game I think we're going to see, and Utah is a much better scoring team than Philadelphia. Right now, also, let's look at their fast break points. You got Memphis, just 8.6 per game. That ranks third to last in the league. We know they don't go very fast, and Philadelphia is not much better at around 11 per game. Shooting-wise, Memphis, they're only shooting 42.7% from the floor. That ranks 27th in the league. And then Philadelphia, it's surprising that they're shooting better at 44%. That ranks 22nd in the league. But defensively, we know Philadelphia is not very good. Memphis is really solid across the board as well. The tempo, you got Philadelphia, they're averaging 83 attempts per game, almost 84. Memphis is allowing just 76. That ranks first in the league, although they've had a couple slow grind out games here over the last week. I just don't see this getting over the 196. I think it's going to be a really boring game with Memphis winning by about 8 points. So I'm going to go ahead and back under the total with Memphis, Philadelphia. Next one, we got Boston, Brooklyn. I'm going under the 215, and this one surprises me. This is a number play for me. And what I mean by that is the statistics don't really match up when we look at Brooklyn specifically. Let's just jump right into Brooklyn. What have they done recently? Let's look at their last five games. 122 to 104, 127 95, 118 125, 105 to 124, 109 to 129. All those are way over this total. And Boston likes to go pretty fast. So I'm surprised this total's so high. Yes, again, we break this down again. You look at the 5 teams they've played, they're 5 of the faster teams in the league. Well, the Clippers, not so much, but they'll go up tempo. But it was Portland, Oklahoma City, Lakers, and Phoenix with the other 4, all really high scoring affairs. I think we're going to see something a little bit more manageable because Brad Stevens seems to be focusing a lot more on defense, and Boston is not going as fast as they were last year. And I just see them having a different makeup about them so far this year. They're averaging 103.6 points per game. They're allowing 103.8. Brooklyn, they're averaging 106.5 points per game, but they're allowing 113. So if Boston wants to go, Brooklyn's in trouble, and they're going to score a lot of points, and they're going to get over this total. I just don't see that happening. Boston, defensively, they've been great. They're allowing opponents. Here's this another big issue about this. Brooklyn, they get the second amount of three-pointers per game compared to everybody else in the league. They average 34.3, and they make 11.2 of those. That's not bad, but Boston's great at defending the perimeter. They're allowing opponents to shoot under 34% from distance. They rank as one of the better teams in the NBA in that aspect. Overall, Brooklyn, they're shooting 44%. Boston, they're shooting 44.6%, both middle of the league. So tempo-wise, you got Boston, they're averaging 85 attempts per game. The issue is Brooklyn, they allow so much tempo. So if Boston wants to go, it's going to be a really up and down affair. But I look for Boston to pull out another win by playing how they have been playing and not allowing a lot of stuff in transition. Like they rank third in the league in opponent fast break points. So that's what I see tonight with these two. And also at 215, it almost seems too low. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to back under the total on that one. I think the odds makers nailed that. 2 more. We got Toronto and Houston. 217. I'm going to take another shot here with Houston and go over the 217. You got Toronto. I don't know what's up with them. I'm going to mention something at the end too. Toronto, they're averaging 108 points per game. Houston's averaging 108 points per game. That almost gets us there right there. They're allowing 104. That's Toronto and Toronto's allowing 105. Houston's allowing 104. It's very weird for me that Toronto's allowing so many points. They're just not playing good defense. I mean, right now, opponents are shooting 45.6% against them. Toronto, a team that's supposed to be sound, a sound defensive team. Houston, they're allowing 45.5%. Both these teams can shoot, and both these teams can score, and both these teams, I think, will go ahead and push some pace tonight. Toronto's averaging 45.9% from the field, and Houston's averaging 46.2% from the field. Toronto's averaging 45.9% from the field. They both can score. They both can shoot. The tempo will be decent. And, looking at Houston recently, they're at home. Their last 3 home games have ended up above this total or just about. They scored 115 points, and then they scored 126, and then they scored 111. Those are the last 3 home games. So look for them to score like that tonight, and for Toronto to go ahead, because they're efficient, to be able to score as well. I'm going to go over that 217. Toronto, I don't know what's up with those guys this year. Very interesting this year for them. And last one up, we got Oklahoma City, Sacramento, 208. And I'm going to go over. On the 208 here, we got Oklahoma City. They're averaging 105.3 points per game. Sacramento, 101.4. But defensively, they've both been terrible. And I'm surprised Sacramento's been this bad. But they're allowing 105 points per game. That's not good. Oklahoma City, they're allowing about 104. Not good either. What I've noticed out of Oklahoma City recently, though, they're starting to push some more tempo. Right now, they're averaging about 89 attempts per game. That ranks in the top 5 of the NBA, and that's what Billy Donovan wants to do. Jaeger is not having any problem with it. He's going a little bit smaller. We look at their game versus Toronto, ended up 102-99, well under, this total. But I think Oklahoma City goes faster. And their fourth quarter, there was 34 points scored in the fourth quarter. Lucky for us, we had the under, but that's an anomaly. That shouldn't happen. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm back over the total. I think this is going to be a lot quicker, even though Sacramento doesn't go very fast. Oklahoma City does. And I think Sacramento is that type of team. If you're going to go fast, I think they're going to go ahead and go fast with you. So overall shooting, not bad. You got Oklahoma City shooting about 45% from the floor, and Sacramento shooting about 45% from the floor. So they can score. I think they're going to do it tonight. Pretty good matchup there. But I'm going to go over the 208. That'll be my play. That's it. Something I did want to mention real quick before we sign off here. This year's been weird, really weird totals wise. You got teams scoring 60, 70 points in one quarter, and then they score like 40 in another. Same game. It's been a very, very odd to me totals. Looking at the totals, how these teams are playing. So I'm hoping by mid-December we'll have a really good gauge on how to approach the rest of the season because it is a long season. But those are our picks for today. Quick recap: Memphis, Philadelphia under 196, Boston, Brooklyn under 215, Toronto, Houston over 217, Oklahoma City, Sacramento over the 208. Those are my 4 NBA picks today. Be sure to check out SBR, and I wish you luck on your picks today.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.